Look, I think particularly for entrepreneurs, I think it first of all, it kind of depends on what kind of seller you are. If you're an entrepreneur seller, then likely as long as you have money in the bank account, then you think you're fine. If your bank account is going up, you're fine. If your bank account is going down, then you start to worry. Um, and so I think for that type of seller, more planning is probably needed for the next seasons, because what inventory you have really matters. How much you buy really matters. Um, how much you're spending in advance of sales really matters, because if you are investing and you're not seeing a return, or you're investing in the hopes that you're going to see awareness that then will lead to sales, then if that doesn't materialize, then you could be in trouble like pretty quickly. And so even big companies, I think, are starting to be much more cautious today. And so I think that also favors a strategy where you are being a little bit more cautious and planning, maybe committing to slightly less inventory up front, and then reordering more frequently as you see what changes. Because month to month, if the economy changes, particularly like if you're in Europe, where you're already seeing like this huge mixed environment, consumers can change their habits very quickly. Like within a 3 month, we saw at the beginning of this year, everyone in January was really predicting growth throughout the year. And then by the time March rolled around, everyone had changed their mind. And that's just like in a 3-month time frame. And so I would really encourage everyone to think about 3-month increments and build sort of conservative, like plan for the year, but don't commit your resources for the whole year. Commit for the first 3 months and then reevaluate every 3 months, your inventory buys, like all your big expenses, I would say, which generally is like cost of goods, advertising, and supply chain. Those are generally your, some of your three biggest expenses at any time you're selling something online.